In the heart of sunny Phoenix, Arizona, a shocking crime sent waves of fear through the community. On June 2, 2008, Travis Alexander, a successful salesman and motivational speaker, was found dead in his home by concerned friends. The scene was gruesome. He had been stabbed multiple times, his throat slit, and he had been shot in the head. It was a brutal, personal attack, and the police were baffled. Who would want to kill this charismatic and well-liked man? As investigators delved into Travis's life, they quickly zeroed in on his turbulent romantic history. One name kept coming up, Jodi Arias. She was his ex-girlfriend, and their relationship was described by friends as a volatile, on-again, off-again affair. When questioned, Jodi had a story ready. She claimed she hadn't seen Travis in months and was on a road trip to Utah at the time of the murder. She seemed cooperative, even offering to help the police in any way she could. She willingly provided her fingerprints and a DNA sample, confident she had nothing to hide. For a while, Jodi played the part of the concerned ex-girlfriend perfectly. She spoke with investigators, answered their questions, and expressed her grief over Travis's death. She helped them build a timeline of his last known movements and offered insights into his life and relationships. From the outside, she appeared to be just another heartbroken person trying to help solve a terrible crime. But behind this helpful facade, a dark and calculated web of lies was beginning to unravel. The first major break in the case came from an unexpected source: a damaged digital camera found in the washing machine at the crime scene. Investigators managed to recover the photos. The first few images showed Travis in the shower, alive and well. The last photo, however, was a chilling shot of Travis, bleeding on the floor, clearly taken after the attack had begun. Mixed in with these were accidental photos, a shot of a ceiling, and a person's leg and foot in jeans. But the most damning discovery was the timestamp. The photos were taken on the very day of the murder, directly contradicting Jodi's alibi. Armed with this new evidence, the police looked closer at Jodi's story. Her road trip alibi started to crumble. They found that she had rented a car and, strangely, turned off her cell phone for a 24-hour period that coincided with the time of the murder. When she returned the rental car, it was unusually clean, and the company noted that while she had put thousands of miles on it, she had replaced the floor mats with new ones of a different color. Red flags were going up everywhere. The physical evidence was even more damning. A bloody palm print found on the wall at the crime scene was a match to both Travis and Jodi, and even more incriminating, a strand of hair found in the bathroom also matched Jodi's DNA. The woman who had so willingly provided her DNA sample, so confident she could outsmart everyone, had just handed the police the very tool they needed to convict her. The cooperative ex-girlfriend was now the prime suspect. On July 15, 2008, just over a month after the murder, Jodi Arias was arrested at her grandparents' home in California. But the story was far from over. Her arrest marked the beginning of one of the most sensational and bizarre murder trials in recent American history. Jodi's narrative shifted dramatically. Her initial denial transformed into a series of increasingly elaborate and conflicting stories. First, she claimed that two masked intruders had broken into the house, killed Travis, and attacked her. She said she was too terrified to report it. This story, however, didn't align with the evidence at all. There were no signs of forced entry, and her own injuries were minimal and inconsistent with her account of a life-or-death struggle. As the prosecution systematically dismantled this story, Jodi changed her tune once again. Her new defense was a shocking claim of self-defense. She now admitted to killing Travis, but alleged that he had been abusive throughout their relationship and that on the day of his death, he had attacked her in a fit of rage, forcing her to fight for her life. She painted a picture of herself as a battered woman, a victim who had finally snapped. Her testimony was emotional and detailed, captivating the public and turning the trial into a media circus. The trial, which was live-streamed, became a national obsession. People were glued to their screens, watching as Jodi Arias took the stand for an incredible 18 days. She described intimate details of her relationship with Travis, sharing personal emails and text messages. Her performance was mesmerizing. At times, she was a sobbing, fragile victim. At others, she was a cold, calculating woman sparring with the prosecutor, Juan Martinez. The public was divided. Was she a victim or a monster? The prosecution, however, presented a very different picture. They argued that Jodi was a manipulative and obsessive stalker who had planned the murder in a fit of jealous rage after discovering Travis was seeing other women. They highlighted her lies, the calculated nature of her road trip to Arizona, and the sheer brutality of the attack. 29 stab wounds, a slit throat, and a gunshot to the head was not self-defense, they argued. It was overkill, an execution fueled by rage. They meticulously walked the jury through the evidence. The rental car with the changed floor mats. The gas cans she bought to avoid leaving a paper trail on her drive. The hair she had dyed from blonde to brown just before the trip to disguise her appearance. The gun she stole from her grandparents' home, which was the same caliber as the one used to shoot Travis. The evidence painted a clear picture of premeditation. Jodi wasn't a victim. She was a meticulous planner who thought she could commit the perfect murder. The jury agreed. On May 8, 2013, after 5 years of lies and shifting stories, Jodi Arias was found guilty of first-degree murder. The jury found that the murder was committed in an especially cruel manner, a key factor that made her eligible for the death penalty. However, after a second penalty phase trial, a new jury was unable to unanimously agree on a death sentence. In April 2015, a judge sentenced Jodi Arias to life in prison without the possibility of parole. The woman who had tried to help solve the murder of her ex-boyfriend was ultimately exposed as his killer, her own lies and overconfidence leading to her downfall. The case of Jodi Arias serves as a chilling reminder that sometimes the most helpful person in the room is the one with the most to hide. Thank you for watching. If you found this story as fascinating as we did, be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into incredible true crime cases. We'll see you in the next one.